Happy Wednesday, y'all. How you doing? It's very funny. I wish we could record some of the things that we talk about before we go on the air. One of the things we were talking about with all of our producers from Raven, Amani, and LaDeja, we were talking about growing up. And we're talking about, do y'all remember, back when I was growing up, we had one phone, right? Not like these cell phones today. You couldn't get weather on the phone unless you called the time and temperature number. And let me tell you something. I used to do that all the time. You dial the number, it would tell you the current temperature and the time. Well, from where I lived to, because I grew up in Chicago, you had to call downtown Chicago, and it was a toll call. And I would call like maybe 4 or 5 times, I don't know, sometimes an hour, just to see if the temperature changed. And let me tell you, when the phone bill came in, this hide of mine, I couldn't sit down for like a week. But then a few months later, I'd do it again and still get in trouble. I say all that to say is that there's really no point to that other than just to say, welcome to Wednesday. We are enjoying going back to where we should be. We've been sort of cooler, so it sort of ties in here back to when we were talking about things way back when. We're going back to what July should be, and that is to where we're going to have hot temperatures over the next few days and very little chances of some rain. Typical July weather for us across the state. We have that front that moved through. Remember I said it wouldn't last long. I think today's probably the last day of, cool temperatures, whatever that means, right? Cooler than what we have been. That front will dissipate, and we're going to get back to the heat and humidity. Temperatures into the 90s. We'll start in the upstate, where today from Greenville to Union to Rock Hill, maybe even to Anderson, around 90 degrees, even Asheville at 90 degrees, right? You got to go up and over the mountains, like, further towards the north for there to be any change dramatically temperature-wise. Storm chances, I'm going to take it out. I think the air is too dry. We're getting a sort of a northwesterly wind that brings in drier air. So temperatures in the upstate will be close, typically near normal, but our chances of rain are pretty much minuscule. For the Midlands, temperatures over the next couple days, I'll do 90. This is from the National Weather Service, but I'm showing you because I'm in agreement with it. About 90, 92 today. Mid-90s, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then a little disturbance comes in with a better chance of some showers and storms for Saturday and Sunday. Not a washout by any means. This would be these typical late afternoon showers and storms, which means, your neighbor will get wet, you won't, or vice versa with that. The deal is the humidity starts to increase. So we're back again to that heat index, 103, 104, 105 degrees. I'm going to mirror this also for the PD and for the low country. I think temperatures back to the low 90s, mid 90s by the middle of the week. In Charleston, I'm afraid to say, if you're going down to Charleston, you have plans this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, heat index 108 to 110. I mean, it's just, we can have the same temperature and lower heat index values because the humidity is not as high. They're right on the coast. They're drenched in it. So therefore, the humidity is higher, even though the temperature may be the same. So the heat index is a little higher as well. I think I have one more thing to show you here, if I'm not mistaken, and that's radar. Nothing going on here. And I'll pull out and show you. This is our interactive radar, which, by the way, you can see at SCETV.org. Great, just hit the weather, interactive radar, a couple showers off the coast. There may be a sea breeze front that moves in. Those along the coast know what that means. Late afternoon, you get some showers and storms from I-95 towards the coast. That would probably be about it, but that rain chance even then is low because winds are coming in from the northwest, right? So that means just drier air. So all in all, just a warmer day and a more quiet day. Coming up, this afternoon, we're going to dive into this El Nino thing, which, you're hearing it all over social media. Super El Nino's forming. What does it mean? What does El Nino and La Nina mean? We've talked briefly about it, but I'm going to really just get into it and just sort of, bring it down to Tim Miller level, which is where it's just, give me simple. Just talk to me simply. What does this mean, and what does it mean for us? For us, its impacts really won't be felt until we get towards the fall and winter time. All right, that's when we're really going to start to feel it. So we'll dive into that coming up this afternoon and have some clarity around El Nino. Until then, stay cool today. We'll see you later this afternoon.